Hi Sagittarius, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for November 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck, and remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Ascendant, and Sagittarius Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, you might want to check out your cusp sign, because some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So all that being said, Sagittarius, now on to your November 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. So Sagittarius, you're starting off with the Two of Swords, and this is a block, a stop, or a stalemate. It could also be you're being protective of yourself, being protective of your energy and of your heart. You could be having some difficulty in making a decision, feeling conflicted about it, but usually to me this is some kind of block, stop, or stalemate. There are things that are just not clear to you at the beginning of the month of November and may make you feel like you're running around in circles. You may feel like you're expecting some things to be completed or obvious to you now at the beginning of the month, but you're still feeling like uncertain. You are going to be protective of your energy, and I hear you thinking, I can't let them see me sweat. I can't let them know how rattled or off center I feel. So whether this is your family you don't want them to know, your significant other, or your people you work with, I don't know. But there's some people you don't want them to see you frazzled or sweat. You may feel like things are kind of looking like they're getting off to a bad start this month, and a lot of people's emotions are really running super high. You may also feel like you can't trust what you're hearing or what you're being told, and you're going to say, I have to draw from my own belief system and my own psychic ability and my own intuition. I feel like you are feeling like you want to close yourself off from propaganda, false information, and not wanting to get led down a rabbit hole full of lies and falsehoods. So you're protecting yourself of that. You're going to be very on point of trusting your own inner guidance and counsel. I also feel you're keeping things close to the vest this month, and you, especially in the beginning of the month, where you're going to very much so being censoring information. If you have to give any information about yourself to apply for a job or to apply for a loan or to, I don't know, if you're being questioned in any way, or you have to fill out questionnaires or information or give, I feel like you're going to be very guarded about what information you're going to share. You're not just going to be freewheeling with it. If you're applying for any kind of credit or any loans or anything that a permit, a license, or any kind of credit, I do feel you get approved for it, but you may not get approved for it until later on in the end of the month, or possibly in the beginning of December. But I feel like it's just later on, not necessarily as fast as you would like. Later on in the month seems to. So if it's at the beginning of the month, I feel you get approved about it at the end of the month or at the beginning of December. The next card you have here is Ace of Swords. There you go, Sagittarius. Victory. Victory because truth is revealed, or a victory just for victory's sake. It could also be love. It could indicate love. Could be wisdom, truth being revealed. You're going to attract something very vibrant and positive to you this month. It could be, something you're really desiring. For some of you, it could be a new job or a promotion. For others of you, it could be something else you're trying to attract, a new home, a new love. I feel like you're doing a lot of figuring out your finances, like what you're able to do, what you can afford, like really looking over your financial, any investments you have, or any money that's managed for you, or your bills, what you're able to, and if you need to cut down on any of your bills, like any bills you need to, like unnecessary spending you can cut out, but but it's going to be successful what you do with this and what you come to terms with, like what you've come to find out about these monies and accounts or bills or things you need to cut out, or getting them organized or straightened out. Some of you could have some financial, even though this isn't a finance card, I do get that you could have some financial blessings come to you. And for some of you, I feel that those may come in December. You may even decide that you need to cleanse your system. You may start doing some different kinds of cleanses. You may also be focusing very strongly on things that you could eat that would make you feel better, like better health, things that you want to eliminate out of your system. So I pick up you doing cleanses and also getting more into like clean eating. If you already do that, then you're just focusing on it or amping it up if you're a Sagittarius that already does those things. If you have given anybody any predictions or you predicted something yourself, I feel you're going to find out that what you predicted was correct. So you have victory of some foretelling that some prediction or foretelling that you gave. You have victory with it. You were correct. The next card you have is Five of Cups, and this is sadness, loss, and regret. But not all hope is lost. There's still two cups that are upright while the other three are overturned. So there's still hope there. This card could also mean dealing with somebody that had difficulty with alcohol. You could have that problem or somebody connected to you, but that does not always mean that with this card. Sometimes it does. There's something that you feel like you wished you could have finished. Something you feel like you didn't get a chance to finish or complete is weighing on your mind. You may be like hard on yourself this month, like chastising yourself, like I didn't do things fast enough. I didn't do things in the right order. I didn't complete something I wanted to complete. This is all sounds like I'm plugging into the collective consciousness of Sagittarius, and it's kind of scattered to try to hear it, but I get all this like I shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you're directing it at yourself, not other people. You may also feel like people have kind of forced you or put you in a bad position. And that may not have been something that is happening to you right at this moment. It could be right now, but they could have already done that to you. Put you in some kind of difficult position, and now in the month of November you're kind of feeling the heat of that of those difficult positions you've gotten put into by somebody else. You're really going to start enveloping yourself in new projects, plans, or a new project or plan or some idea. I feel like that really comes up for you once you roll into the month of December and maybe even in January. You've got some new starts here with new hope and new invigorated energy, and like getting a new ball rolling kind of energy is all around you. But I don't know that you're going to feel like that's happening in November. That feels like, to me, like it comes to you after the fact. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of soul searching and asking yourself what you can do to upgrade you or your life. I feel like you're going to be thinking long and hard about those things, like, what can I do to improve my situation? What can I do to improve my health? What can I do to improve my life, or to feel more happy? I feel like you're going to be delving into that. You may even have people talking to you and giving sarcastically or giving you negative comments that you may feel like you don't really deserve it, or it's unfounded, ungrounded, or uncalled for. So you may have people being kind of snarky and or sarcastic with you in November. So the next card you have is the Four of Pentacles, and this is a card that symbolizes holding on protectively to your finances, holding on protectively to anything of value. It could, in the old days of tarot, they would have called it the miser card. This card could also indicate financial success coming in the future. I do feel you're going to become very wise with your money now, even if you weren't in the past, and you're going to be really working on getting things organized and in a cohesive plan, or in a better financial alignment in your life, getting your finances in order. If you start a new business anytime within the next few months, I feel that by the time you get to June, July, and August of 2021, it's really cranking and paying off for you. So any businesses that you're thinking of starting, I don't feel like you should start it in November. But if you start those new businesses in end of December or January or February, by the time you get to June, July, and August of 2021, you're going to be doing very well, and it'll be rolling along, and you'll be happy with the money you're making. If you do any kind of, have any product or services, you may have somebody that opens the door for you that allows you to sell your product line or your services linked to them or through them, through their establishment, or linked to their company's name. That kind of gives you a leg up and gives you ready-made, almost like ready-made customers and clients. That comes up here for some of you Sagittarians that have the entrepreneurial spirit. That's going to get invigorated and take off for you in the end of 2020 going into 2021. Valuable information is going to come to you from a particular and kind of peculiar source. So where you least expect it, you know that old saying, out of the mouths of babes. It's almost like you get some like really good, a good tip, a hot tip, or a good person to network or do business with, or some really valuable insights or information is going to come to you from some, sorry, my camera's glitching, Mercury's in retrograde, from some particular or peculiar source this month. And I feel like you're going to take note of it. And it's something that will be very noteworthy and useful for you to use in something that you're going to be doing. I feel like you're going to make a commitment to building a stronger financial foundation for yourself and for your future. Some of you Sagittarians are going to say to yourself, I have to get off this hamster wheel I've been running on for the past 5, 6, 7 years. Maybe it hasn't been that long for some of you, but I do get you like, oh man, I've got to get off this hamster wheel. So some of you are getting ready to get off the hamster wheel. So the last card you have in your reading, Sagittarius, for the month of November 2020 is the Four of Rods. And the Four of Rods is attending a celebration. You could be throwing a party. You could be attending a celebration. It could be you getting engaged. You could be going to a wedding. You could be throwing a wedding for one of your kids. It could also be some kind of success coming to you in springtime. Some of you are going to have a new romance that buds and blooms with somebody whom you're going to meet. You may meet them this month, or you could be meeting them soon. It may be in December. There's a viable connection here. This isn't some pie in the sky, not going to go anywhere thing. There's a lot of feelings that are mutual and a lot of similarities. Maybe not on the surface, but once you start getting into finding out about each other, you're going to find out that you feel very similarly. A lot of, and maybe your upbringings had some interesting similarities as well. You may find that if you meet somebody intriguing or interesting, this romance could take off for you around St. Patrick's Day in March, like around the 17th of March, that you could really feel like, wow, this is really happening. This is really going somewhere. If it's not a love partner to you, it could be some other type of connection that's valuable to you, that if you meet them or make their acquaintance in November or December of 2020, by around St. Patrick's Day in March, something viable is happening with it. You may be really talking to somebody very deeply about your childhood hopes, dreams, and wishes, and they may be doing the same with you. You're doing it, you're telling them about your childhood, your past, and what your hopes, dreams, and wishes were when you were a kid, and I feel they're doing the same. Again, I'm going to tell you, I do feel you have some interesting similarities. Maybe you grew up in the same town, or your upbringings were so similar, or the feelings that you both went through as children. You could have a new development of some kind of new business opportunity or growth that comes right across the table, right in front of you. So if it's not a love relationship, some of you have this like fantastic opportunity for a new business or new endeavor or venture that you could get into. So if it's not love, it's something to do with business. If you meet somebody, it could be at a distance, or they could be living at a distance at the time you meet. And so there could be some traveling back and forth to be able to be together with them, either them to see you, you to see them, or both. This can also apply if the new business venture that comes across the table that is going to be really a great thing for you to get involved with. It may, not necessarily right off the bat, but it may entail you having to have some travel with it. So just have to see how that plays out, Sagittarius. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you for the month of November 2020 to put on your chakras, to wear it, keep it in your bra, wear it as a beaded bracelet, keep it in your pocket, hold it. It's always good to have it next to your skin. You got charoite. So charoite is the best gemstone crystal for you to wear or work with in the month of November of 2020. I hope it comes across on the screen, because looking at it, it looks like it may not look like its true colors. It is purple and black. It's going to like invigorate your mind. It's going to get those, like if you feel like you've had brain fog, or like the signals in your brain aren't firing right, like your brain's telling your hand to do something, but your hand's not picking up the signal. Like if you have a disconnect of signals in your brain in some way, this is going to invigorate and enliven your mind and help your connections. I'm seeing like neuro pathways with like sparks, like sparks flying. So it's going to help. I don't know why my head's itching so much. My hair is clean. Stop scratching your head. I don't know. Sorry, I say weird things sometimes. I know I'm weird. I'm Aquarius. Forgive me. I feel like it's going to help with your neuro pathways and connections in your brain. It's also going to help you with being able to feel and be consistent. So if you've had a lot of like harem scarum energy and not as consistent, either in your emotions or in your daily routines and what you need to do, this gemstone is going to help you Sagittarians with being consistent. So this does look like a good gemstone crystal for you for the month of November 2020. It's also a good gemstone, this is very interesting, a good gemstone for you in the month of November to help you put your past behind you. Think about that, Sagittarius, how that applies to you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can go check out my special video series I record for very specific topics at my Vimeo on-demand pages. Those links are always posted below each video of the most recent series I've recorded, down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can get them on the videos page on my website at www.theluckymermaid.com. You go to the video series you want, click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recent video series I've recorded is my full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, November 30th, 2020, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those predictions go out for 6 months. You may have already started being affected by that eclipse in November in Gemini in the month of October. So some of these energies have already started, but they're going to last for 6 months after the 30th of November. Also, my Mars retrograde psychic crystal readings, those predictions are still in play, where I looked into my crystal and gave you psychic predictions and messages for each sign of the zodiac as to how Mars retrograde was going to affect your rising sign is extremely important, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Those predictions start on September 9th, 2020 and go until January 2nd, 2021. We're out of Mars retrograde on November 14th, but there's still the shadow period that follows all the way until January 2nd of 2021. So there's still time. If you haven't checked them out, they're still in play as far as the predictions. Also, my past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the Osha Zen Tarot deck. Those readings go out 1 year, and I think I recorded them in May. So we still have all the way until May of 2021 for those predictions to be in play. And my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings, those are very unique, using the very unique Osha Zen Tarot deck, and those predictions go out all the way until November of 2021. Also, don't forget, every month, my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac as an expansion of these videos here. When I stop recording, I'm going to look right into this crystal and start reading for your zodiac sign next. And so if you want to see what else my guides have to say for you for November of 2020, you might want to check out the crystal readings for November. That link is also posted below this video. If you would like to donate and help support this channel and the work I do here with the readings I put on YouTube, there's a donation link down below underneath all those different video series links I have posted below. You just click on that donation link and it goes over to PayPal. And a big thank you so much for all of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help me. It does mean a lot. I thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages channeled through me from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use different divination tools, different oracle cards, angel cards, tarot cards, my crystal, sacred geometry cards, animal totem cards, you never know what cards, and the predictions really do resonate with a lot of people. You may find that they resonate with you as well. So you might want to check them out. I'd love to see you on my social media pages over there. And some people have asked me, well, what sign is it for? I believe if you're directed and feel pulled to read those messages that I put on over there, you are meant to see it. So there's some message in there for you. Maybe one, maybe many. So you just have to check them out. So I hope you have absolutely awesome energy come to you this month of November 2020. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.